She's a timeless entertainer and a philanthropist, but she likes to call herself a star, and rightly so. Dolly Parton has an acting and musical legacy that spans decades. It's hard to find someone who doesn't know her, or at least some of her lyrics. I sat down with Dolly to talk about her life, her music, and why it's so important for her to give back.
Her hair is as big as her dreams.
Somebody said, you know, how do you do all this? I said, well, I've dreamed myself into a corner. Now I have to be responsible for all that.
Dolly Parton is a household name, and for good reason. She can do it all, and pretty much has.
From 9 to 5, everybody.
She sings, is a songwriter, can play a whole lot of instruments, is an actress, author, and one of the most giving people you'll ever meet.
Philanthropy is so important to you, and I don't know if a lot of people know that about you, that you're always giving back.
Well, when you get in a position to help, you should, and you should find things that are near and dear to your heart. And I try to be there when, you know, when the chips are down, just like you never know what's going to happen, like when we did the telethon.
She's talking about the 2016 Great Smoky Mountains wildfires. It was one of the largest natural disasters in her home state of Tennessee. She hosted her own telethon and raised around $9 million.
But I'm always willing to do my part, so we have a lot of wonderful people that are on board, and I just try to do what is right.
Dolly's life didn't start as glam as it ended up. She came from a very poor family. In fact, her daddy, as she likes to refer to him, couldn't even read or write.
He was so smart and so good and was such a great man to actually raise a house full of kids with no education.
It's the reason she started her Imagination Library, a book-giving program that mails free books to children from birth until they begin school.
He loved it. He got to live long enough to see it doing well and to hear the kids call me the book lady, and he thought that was the neatest thing. He was prouder of that than the fact that I was a star.
You do something to me that I can't.
And a big star she is, but it wasn't always sequence and high notes.
You were a female in a man's business. What was that like?
Well, now I happen to be fortunate because I lived in a man's world my whole life, because I have 6 brothers, my dad, all my uncles, my grandpas, and all my boy cousins, and I was very close to them. So I never meet a man that doesn't remind me of somebody in my family, so I always know how to kind of work with men and their personalities. But of course, as a girl, you go through a lot of stuff, and a lot of people, you know, hit on you, but I hit on a lot of people myself.
Her laugh is contagious. You can't help but smile when you hear it. It may be the reason she has such a diverse following.
I'm intrigued with people. I mean, I'm fascinated with people. Everybody's got something wonderful to offer, and I just love getting to know people as they are and who they are.
And speaking of people, now's a good time to ask about Jolene, a song that everyone knows.
When he talks about you in his sleep, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying. When he calls your name, Jolene.
There was this beautiful, long-legged, red-headed gal worked at the bank before we had enough money to be making that many trips to the bank. So I just thought he'd spend way too much time down there trying to get a loan on a tractor, you know, or something. So I kind of just make a joke that I put a stop to that. But anyway, I wrote a song about it and made enough money to where we definitely changed banks, though. I did not put it in that bank.
I don't blame you.
Enough money is an understatement. She has a net worth of $500 million, making her one of the richest females. But money has never mattered to Dolly. And if you think she plans to slow down, think again.
Dolly, what's next for you? I mean, you've done everything.
No, I haven't. I got a lot to do, but I've got enough to do just keeping up with all these dreams and things that I've seen come true.